This is the
Bonjour.
Hello and welcome back to Football Rewind. This is the first episode, just me and Dan today,
Yes.
and we're going to be talking to you about this week's fixtures and also the results from last week. So, let's get right into it. So, what should we go with first, Dan? We have a wide array of topics.
I feel like we should talk about, I think, what everyone's talking about, and we should talk about Liverpool and Leicester.
Liverpool and Leicester. The title race.
I'm not just saying Leicester. I feel like City is still in there, but you know, I think it's we got to both agree here that Leicester, they seem to be the only team that can stop Liverpool at the moment.
They're consistently performing like at a very good level. Defense is sorted out. Attack is pretty decent.
They've got that Soyuncu
and Johnny Evans combo at the back.
Yep.
Experience and youth. It's very good.
I don't know how old Johnny Evans is.
Me neither. In his 30s, definitely.
But still, he's definitely performing at a high level, especially for, you know, because I'm pretty sure it was at West Brom a few years ago, if I'm not mistaken. So, which also I think the team got relegated.
He was in that team, I believe, yeah.
Which is
Where was he before then?
You know,
was he at United?
I will have a look. I can have a look that up. I don't know if he was at Man United. Johnny Evans.
Johnny Evans.
But no matter what, you know, no matter what happens with Leicester this season, it looks like Liverpool are going to win it.
It does look like a one-horse race. Yeah, a one-horse race this year.
However, no matter what, you've got to say that Leicester have really just blown it away. Like this team is better than the one that won the league in 2016.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
100%.
And they're getting the luck to go with it too.
Yeah, exactly.
Matching their form.
And this just reminds me of Liverpool last year. You know, of course Liverpool last year were a lot closer to league leaders, City, and at one point were 7 points ahead. But this reminds me of Liverpool where they're getting the luck, they look strong. But I think what everyone kind of sensed with Liverpool last year is they just didn't have that little tiny bit of the last bit, you know, to go and
like the experience. Would you say?
Yeah, and also like. With Liverpool last year, I think what we saw was that they had injuries at the wrong time. Oxlade-Chamberlain out for an entire year. They had Shaqiri just like in and out with injuries. Keita just not performing, and when he wasn't fit, he was injured.
Would you say that's down to lack of squad depth, which you have this season?
What, with Leicester?
No, with Liverpool.
With Liverpool.
Do you think they have the squad depth to go the whole way this season?
Oh, of course. Liverpool have. The fact is, Liverpool haven't bought this season. Although I believe over the next few days that Japanese Minamino, I believe.
Minamino, that's right.
He had his medical today as of the 18th of December.
Yeah.
And it looks like he's going to be announced over the next few days.
Is he a first team signing though, or even a second team?
I don't know.
Is he a bench player?
I've watched. Of course, as I'm a Liverpool fan, I watched him. Over the two Salzburg games, and he looks fantastic.
Oh, he's a Salzburg player, is he?
He's got 20 goal contributions in 22 games this season, which I think is amazing.
That is good.
So,
although it is in the Austrian league, which is
however, he's done it in the Champions League as well.
Champions League. Yeah.
Going back to Johnny Evans, he did play for Man United between 2006 and 2015.
That's a lot.
He had a lot. But he did have a lot of loans to places like Sunderland.
Oh, loans.
And then he went to West Brom. Yeah, then he went to West Brom for quite a few seasons, and then of course he's now at Leicester, where he's formed a brilliant centre-back partnership. But yeah, I think that Liverpool this season, Alisson, of course, he was injured at the start of the season. Everyone thought, maybe Liverpool's title charge is going to be broken by this. I mean, yeah, they didn't keep any clean sheets at the start of the season, where they seem to be pretty sturdy now. But you've got to say that.
Dealt with it pretty fine.
Adrian, like brilliant, like the forgotten man at West Ham, coming on free. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty thrilled with the signing. I wasn't thinking he was gonna be anything special, but
great backup to have, definitely.
Yep, he won us the Super Cup.
He did,
which I thought was great. He's been solid, even if he conceded goals. He's always looked like he's ready to make saves, and I don't know. But Liverpool just all over the park. Like, I think the only place they need to strengthen is their back line, because at the moment we got Matip out.
Lovren's playing, isn't he?
We got Lovren out. as of what right now, we just played a Club World Cup game, and Van Dijk he wasn't injured, but he was ill, and he couldn't play, so he literally had to play. I don't even know who we played at the back today.
That Dutch young player, potentially.
No, I don't think it was. I have a feeling I'm not. Hold on.
It must have been Lovren, I swear.
But no, but Lovren's injured. I don't think he travelled with the squad. Yeah. We played Jordan Henderson at centre back.
Oh god.
So.
And
yeah.
Well, if you're lacking depth in that position.
Yeah, we of course. Well, I feel like centre backs are fine. We've got 4 centre backs when they're all fit. Plus we've got the youth kit of centre backs who are coming through. We've got. We've got.
So what's the problem with the back line then?
It's got to be the fullbacks, isn't it? Robertson.
If one of them goes.
Robertson goes. I mean, yeah, you've got Milner who can pretty much play any position. He played right back tonight, I believe.
He's getting old though.
33. Yeah, with the things with Millie, he's just class, isn't he? He's just. He can run. He's 33 and he runs everyone off the pitch.
Not going to last much longer though, is it?
Tonight. No, I don't. He's signed a new deal, which I thought was cool. So did Klopp, but you know, Milner, I can't see it. I can see him going for those 2 years, and I can't see him going after them. Yeah. But yeah. So you got back. I mean, what we've got to start asking ourselves is we can't keep relying on James Milner, who's starting to struggle to play 90 minutes. I mean, I think he can run and run and run, but in those last 10 minutes of a game, he seems to slow us down a lot. And Liverpool just need that. I think Klopp really needs to strengthen that back line. We've got a lot of youth in those positions, but they're just not ready yet. As seen in the cup in midweek where we got thrashed 5-0 by Aston Villa. But yeah, in my opinion, I can't see City stopping Liverpool.
No,
I can't see Leicester.
They're way behind now. Unless there's a run of bad form for Liverpool, which I don't really anticipate.
I don't anticipate either. They're strong in every position. Of course,
do look,
having Lallana back and Oxlade-Chamberlain back was a massive. It was almost like 2 new signings. Of course, that Lallana isn't.
Apparently, he's moving on.
Yes, I've heard that as well.
In January.
I think he needs it. I think he needs it. New club where he can get first team football. Naby's been on fire.
Recently, yeah.
Liverpool just seem to be firing on all cylinders.
And I think
grinding out games, getting the luck, the title-winning form.
And they're managing to scrape out fixtures as well. Like that's the sign of title contenders.
17 games played, 16 won. I mean, that's amazing. But you've got to say that as much as I love Leicester, I genuinely love them as a club. After watching that 2016 season and almost becoming a Leicester supporter, I really just don't hope, as a Liverpool fan, that they just decide to go on this amazing run where they just don't lose and Liverpool slip up a few times. But coming the end of the season, I can't see City even being above Leicester.
At this rate, they probably won't be.
Yeah, because if you look at it, they've got Laporte out. I believe who are they? I mean, they're playing as of right now. They're 2-1 up against Oxford. Raheem Sterling just scored.
Talking of Leicester and City, next week is Leicester City. What a coincidence!
True, and a week after that is Liverpool Leicester, which again I believe can determine what's going to happen in the title race. But City, I believe, have quite a few injuries at the back.
They do, yeah. They've been struggling with that. They're going to have to bring in someone in January.
I've heard. I've
heard Koulibaly.
Yeah,
but that's always hanging around, isn't it?
Yeah, with it, a couple of years ago, it was Liverpool. It was Tottenham earlier, and now it's City. But I don't know. I can't see City being up there with their current form, unless things drastically change. And I think if there's going to be any drastic change this season, it's going to be when Laporte comes back. And when Laporte comes back, I think that's when City will start getting the results like last season, grinding them out, win after win after win. But right now, there are shambles at the back. They remind me of Liverpool before Klopp bought Van Dijk. Brilliant up front. De Bruyne is absolutely amazing. Like he's one of my favourite players in the world, just purely because like every week you go, oh my god, how did he do that? How did he do that?
Too bad by that point it's probably going to be too late when Laporte comes back. Liverpool will probably be far enough away.
If Leicester win, I would say if Leicester win against Man City, and then Liverpool do the goods against Leicester,
that must be it.
I can't see it. I mean, what's it? 13 points ahead of Leicester for Liverpool, and 14 or no, it's 14. Is it 14? I don't know. It's a huge amount. It's
I guess as a Liverpool fan, you've got to be careful when you talk about.
I don't wanna jinx it.
Yeah.
Like look at last season, 7 points clear, dropped it. 2014, 2009, 2001, so close. But it'd be just horrible if we were to drop it, because the team deserves it. The team really deserves it. We fought hard. Like really hard, and
you've got the world-class quality this season to try carry it out.
I mean, I'm excited for this Minamino guy.
I honestly know nothing about him. Champions League, Salzburg.
I could look up some stats for him if you want. I mean, I know stats on everything, but you know.
They give us a good idea of what he's about.
It's Minamino, isn't it?
Minamino, yeah.
Right, so this guy's from Salzburg. Of course, he's played up front with what's his name, Haaland. So obviously, I would say a lot of his assists have gone towards him,
which might have inflated his numbers a bit.
Yeah, but you know, he looks solid this season. You know, he's played 6. I mean, this doesn't sound great, but you know, remember it is Salzburg, and they're not a small team, but like compared to like Liverpool and Napoli in their group, it wasn't easy for them. He's got 2 goals in the Champions League. He's already got in 6 games, and he's already got 10 goals and assists combined in 14 matches in the Austrian Bundesliga.
And what kind of transfer fees were they throwing around?
I've had 7 million.
That sounds very reasonable.
Yeah, that is
considering what they were asking for Haaland.
And yeah, well, in a world where transfers are like huge, massive, like sometimes 300, hundreds of millions. Very professional. Spending hundreds of million on players like Pogba, that still pisses me off. Like, how
long ago was that now?
That was what, 3 years ago? Roughly? 2-3 years ago?
Yeah, I'd say 3, 2016.
Pogback. Oh. It's funny though. It's funny because Man United fans have been taking the piss for years. But anyway, back to Man City, Liverpool and Leicester.
The title race.
I can't see City coming back. I can't. Leicester...
They've dropped too many points.
They have, but the thing is with Leicester, they've got a similar kind of never say die attitude to Liverpool, where they just they fight to the last minute, and they were unlucky against Liverpool when we beat them last minute with that penalty. I don't, because there's a part of me that wants to say title's over, but the same part of me is also saying don't say it's over, because as a Liverpool fan, the second you say it's over, that's when Salah trips over in the car park, tears his ACL, you know, Firmino gets shot, Alisson gets kidnapped.
Yeah.
You know, and it just starts going tits up. So, I don't know. What's your opinions, Josh? I've spoken a lot. What about you?
The points difference is definitely too big at this point. I think it's over, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's Christmas. It's not even Christmas. And they're like 10 points clear.
Yeah.
And they don't look like they're going to drop any more points. So.
Here's an interesting question. Liverpool... Stay on the topic of Liverpool. Liverpool 2019-20 unbeatable. Yes or no?
Nope.
No. How so? What do you think? What makes you say no?
I think the quality and just like the unpredictableness of the Premier League in this era compared to the 2000 Invincibles.
Yeah.
It's just not. You can't compare that really.
But what I'm thinking is that Liverpool, since the start of 1819, has lost one game.
They've been lucky on a lot of occasions.
That is very true. I will level with you there.
Yeah.
But you know, that Liverpool team narrowly missed out beating City last year. What was it? A couple millimetres over that from that ball going over the line.
Yeah.
And just think, that ball goes over the line. Yes, it would have probably, in theory, that would have been 2-2. But think of how differently that game would have panned out mentally. You know, Liverpool, you know, they go 1-0 ahead against their closest title rivals. Think what like City with that 1 millimetre gap of it not going. They get a mental boost out of it. They think, oh come on, you know, luck's on our side. Liverpool, they score that goal, and then maybe City have to go for it, and that opens gaps. And as much as City are good defensively when they've got their full back line, like fit and full, that could have changed the game drastically, and it may have not been the 2-1 scoreline that it actually was to City, which, you know, and just think, Liverpool, if Liverpool don't like, and that was against the City, but now there's a much weaker team of City. Like City are a much weaker team this year, but and Liverpool look strong. You know, they never say die attitude.
Form-wise as well.
And I say the only team that could stop Liverpool this season from going unbeaten, well, two teams, is Leicester or City, because they've got to go. Yes, they've got Leicester away. I think they've got Leicester away, and I think they've got City away. I may be wrong about that. Hold on.
Here in Liverpool.
They've got Leicester City away on the 26th, and then they've got to play City, I believe, in February some point, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, April. Sorry, my bad. So, and the fact is that's at the business end of the league. You know, it's only it's match day 33. So after that, you know, there's only 5 games to go.
Yeah, not too many.
But I think they can do it. I think they can do it because this Liverpool team is strong. It's strong, and I just can't see. They just at the moment, who looks like they can beat them?
Well, they nearly got beat a couple times, but I feel like.
But they didn't. They didn't. That's what I'm saying. Like if this was any other team, you know, like scraping wins, like Man United would say, eventually, they're one of these days they're not going to get as lucky. But with Liverpool, it just seems that like their luck never runs out.
Well, we'll see about that
season and last season,
after Christmas. You know? I feel like Liverpool seem to always have an after Christmas dip, which I guess is normal. You need a dip in form sometimes, but
yeah,
it's inevitable. But we'll just see what kind of impact it has on their form and just on the results, I guess.
Yeah, we never know. Leicester might have one as well, but I feel like I'm saying I feel there's a little bit of bias, unfortunately.
Well,
me
you
being
know,
a Liverpool fan,
there's a lot.
but honestly, just from a completely non-biased view, it's Liverpool could do it.
I agree.
It
looks that's the most likely outcome this season. Liverpool to win the Premier League. So, should we move on?
We should move on. I feel like we've dwelled on this for too long.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
What is the next topic, Daniel? What do you fancy?
I feel like I want to talk about Jadon Sancho. And I know this is keeping on the topic of City, but this is kind of different.
Where does he go? What does he do? What kind of role will he have in the team?
I feel like he could go City.
Those are the questions.
I feel like City will want to kind of grab onto the title, because they seem to be slipping at the moment, like drastically. And I feel like they will do anything.
They have a lot of attacking options. I don't think they need more.
True.
And also, would Sancho want to be like second best? Would he want to start on the bench?
Well, I've heard reports. Yes, it's on. I can't remember where I saw it. It might be on social media. I've seen reports that Sane wants to go Bayern in January.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Which could open the opportunity for Sterling to move up to the left and maybe having Sancho on the right. And Sancho has said that he would love to
Sterling,
leave in
Mahrez, Sancho,
But
De Bruyne. Who else
that's
is there?
scary. That is scary.
That's too many like world-class players, surely.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Do they need Sancho? What does he provide to a team? Assists.
What doesn't he? Assists, goals.
Pace.
I mean, look at him the other night. I think he got a goal and 2 assists in a 3-3 draw against Leipzig.
I'm not. I don't keep up with the Bundesliga, but a goal and an assist in a one game, that's amazing. And I think he recently broke goal contributions for a teenager or something.
I wouldn't be surprised, but I'm pretty sure he was the first first footballer this season to break 10 goals, 10 assists.
10 goals, 10 assists. That's good. And he, what's his valuation? 120 mil?
I believe it is. I can have a look, but I think he just had a market upgrade.
And what other suitors are looking at buying Sancho? It's mostly
Sancho
English clubs, right?
Yeah, well, they have the
'Cause-
funds. Liverpool definitely are. I've heard a lot of speculation about Liverpool. I believe Man United, but I can't see that.
Why would he want to go to
Fairness.
Europa League?
Yeah, I don't know why he would. I don't know actually. I wouldn't be surprised to buy any, considering Bayern love to take players from Dortmund.
They don't seem to be as interested though. I don't know, maybe it's because he's English or something.
Yeah, I guess
He seems to be
I
aiming
guess so.
towards the Premier League a bit more.
Also, yes, Sancho is worth 120 million euros. That is from Transfer Market though. So
And
that's probably different.
They're probably going to pay more than that, surely.
Yes,
If that's
I would
his
say so.
value.
However, if he wants to go that much, if he tries to force a move, you never know.
Because we have recently seen things about his relationship with the club not being
Yeah,
perfect.
I've heard that one side was saying that he was, I believe that the management said that he was being a bit spoiled and his attitude was poor. But then he said, "Oh, but they haven't treated me right. Like they've lied to him and stuff." Which I don't know. It's I remember this is a teenager talking.
He's 19, isn't he? He's 19.
He's 19, and just think, Josh, as a 16-year-old yourself,
Doxed.
would you and you are playing in Germany, right, for a team, and your agent comes to you and goes, champions of Europe want you, Man City want you, Barcelona want you. Wouldn't you want to leave as well?
I would want to leave.
Who wouldn't want to leave?
But will he leave in January? Would that be?
I can't see it. I can't see he'll be allowed to.
It seems like it would be a big summer move rather than a January move.
Yes, yeah.
I mean, because other clubs would also have to pay a premium because it's mid-season, isn't it?
True.
So that would just go up. Is that a good thing? I don't know. Dortmund would get more money from it, but I guess more expectations for Sancho to perform coming into a side in mid-season.
Yeah.
Especially, he's not going to go to Liverpool, is he? Why add to something which isn't broken?
I would love to see him there because I think he'd fit into our system pretty well.
Don't fix it if it ain't broke.
But at the same time, I do see what you're saying. Liverpool, Salah has been phenomenal in these last few games. I can't see Klopp going to Salah. Oh, sorry, we're going to bring in a new.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
And the thing is, I feel like it will create unnecessary rivalry within our kind of front three.
Yeah. And you don't need that.
We don't.
The team is
no.
stable. It's doing well. You don't need to fix it. It's fine.
Exactly.
And your case for City makes sense, but I just feel like they have too much talent out there.
So who do you think? Who do you think then?
If not City and if not Liverpool, who else is left?
Arsenal.
Arsenal. God. Not Arsenal. Chelsea, I don't think so. We got
No.
we got Hudson-Odoi, Pulisic, Willian, plenty of options up there. Although,
What about? And I know they've just bought Hazard. What about Real?
Real, they have spent a lot of money.
They have.
Last summer they spent
very
a
much
lot,
have.
way too much. Maybe financial fair play would get in on that. I don't know. Because that's where they spent like 300 million last summer on the Jovic, Hazard signings. Rodrigo.
I thought Jovic was quite a stupid buy. They haven't used. I don't know if I think he might have been injured at the start. I don't know if he still is, but he just does. I haven't seen him playing.
Oh,
and he was very, very good last year. So
apparently, is the coach Zidane is not a big fan of Jovic.
What did he buy him then?
Well, Benzema seemed to be phasing out of the team, but he's just had a massive spike of form recently, hasn't he?
Yeah, but like it's like you said that.
How
he's
much
not
was
a big
Jovic?
fan of him. I think he was like 60 odd million.
I don't think Zidane bought him. It was Lopetegui, I think, who was in before. Was the one who bought Jovic. Or maybe it was the board. I don't know. Because the Madrid board seemed to make some pretty stupid decisions.
I'll have a look. I'll have a look. Who bought?
Any other transfer moves you're excited at? Or like January moves? There doesn't seem to be any massive ones.
Well, again, I mean, as a Liverpool fan, I'm excited for this Minamino guy. But
it's a relatively small one though, isn't it? Because he's not going straight to first
65
team.
million. 65 million it was for Jovic, but
And he's got like a couple minutes. I think initially he was injured, yeah, you're right, but
yeah, oh no, I know that for sure.
I guess recently just fallen out of favour with the coach. And when Benzema's in such good form, you don't really want to play Jovic.
Yeah, it's because he's young though. I believe he's. I don't know. He is. I don't know how. Oh, 21. Oh no, my bad. That was wrong player.
What else is there? Apparently, have you heard of Osimhen, Victor Osimhen?
Osimhen, no.
Osimhen, the Lille striker from Nigeria.
No, I haven't.
He's being eyed up. He's been informed recently in Ligue 1. He's been approached by a few Premier League teams.
Yeah.
Liverpool, Chelsea, and Tottenham have been monitoring Victor Osimhen. He is the joint third top scorer in League 1 this season. Ligue 1, sorry, not League 1.
That's
He's 20 years old, and he just seems to be doing very well in La Liga.
However, Ligue 1. Well,
you don't need another striker. Chelsea don't need a striker.
I'm
Spurs
just saying.
don't need a striker.
I think we need a backup. I think because even though Origi can do the goods, but a young striker would be cool. But I've just got to say that what happened to the last promising young talent from Ligue 1 moving on to the Premier League?
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's it's just not. It
doesn't seem to work out.
It doesn't seem to work out. But I think I just think it's Arsenal. I don't think it's Pepe. I think it's Arsenal because.
Maybe it is Ligue 1.
Pepe's solid. I don't know.
I think they're probably
is the Farmers League, but you know.
Of the top leagues in Europe, Ligue 1 is slowly falling behind the others for sure.
Oh yeah.
I'd say Premier League number 1, then Bundesliga, then La Liga, then the rest just falling after that. Can't really distinguish between the others. They're all pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Players just seem to struggle when coming in from France.
Yeah.
And for like big fees too.
Yeah.
How about manager jobs? That's interesting. The Everton job. Do you reckon Ferguson will get it full time? Or it looks like they're going for Ancelotti, who's free after that the whole Napoli incident.
Yeah.
Because Napoli seemed to be willing to sell. Like, I think Ancelotti had a falling out with the chairman, and the chairman threatened to sell Koulibaly and Mertens and stuff.
Yeah, I've heard that quite a bit. It's it's a sticky situation, to be honest. And I think it was a wrong move to sack him. Everton.
Everton need a coach.
They do need a coach.
Ferguson seems to be doing fine.
Yeah, but that's never stopped anyone, has it?
It's probably just going to turn out to be another Solskjaer Lampard thing. Club legend gets the job full time.
Yeah.
After a couple months, goes downhill a bit.
Yeah.
And then just
right,
average.
Should we talk about one last topic before we go?
Yep.
What are your predictions for this week? The big games. Of course, Liverpool don't play, so I'm not going to make any predictions. But I'm talking about like Chelsea and the other teams.
Not all of them.
The big ones. Let's just say.
Okay. Arsenal, Everton.
Make a predict. Arsenal, Everton, Leicester City, and
Chelsea, Tottenham.
Yeah, wait, is it Chelsea, Tottenham?
On Sunday, yeah.
Yeah,
the afternoon game.
Right, Chelsea, Tottenham, City, Leicester, Everton, Arsenal. Right, Everton, Arsenal. What's your predictions?
I'm going to go with an Everton win because Arsenal are just dog shite and Everton are in form.
They are very bad.
Yeah. So I'm going to go with a 3-1 Everton.
Yeah, I would probably back that up. I'd back that, yeah.
A somewhat traumatic result.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Lundberg, isn't it?
Lundberg.
He doesn't seem to be very competent.
No, he doesn't, does he? I think he's just a bit inexperienced as well.
Don't know how, and like, you should be able to get more out of your front, like three, which they have at Arsenal. They just don't seem to be able to do that. Okay, next. Oh wait, do you want to make a prediction?
Right, yeah. City, Leicester. I'm going 2-2.
2-2. I feel like, yeah, that's a reasonable prediction. Just, I guess it depends on who turns out on the day.
Yep.
Because they're both equal in quality, I guess. Although City's defense is shambolic, and Leicester's is pretty tight. So I might even go for a Leicester win, to be honest. I don't think City will be able to handle the quality.
Fair enough. No, I don't think City will win.
There's too many holes in their defence.
I can't see City winning, but they could snatch a draw out of it.
They could, yeah. I'm gonna go with the Leicester win for that one.
Okay. Right. Last one. Chelsea.
Well, you know, got to back my team, but I'm having some doubts because Tottenham are in form again somehow. Last month we've been very poor. I'll admit that. Bournemouth loss, Everton loss, Villa close victory, and we're coming up against an informed Spurs. I'm just really not confident.
Yeah, I can see why, to be honest.
But I'm going to go with a draw, because I'm not.
Draw?
You can't say that we're going to lose. That's
right. No, I think that's fair. I would also say draw. I don't know what the score will be because like both defences are shambolic, but both attacks are pretty good. So,
apparently Rudi's back for Chelsea, which might help out a bit.
Yep.
But you know.
Yep.
It should be an interesting game. Those London derbies are always exciting to watch. Hopefully.
Well, that was pretty good. I thought it was a good start to the podcast.
Yeah, that's episode 1.
Episode Uno.
Thank you for watching. It's been me, Josh, with your co-host Dan.
It's been me, yes.
Yeah. We'll probably do one of these next week, right?
Yep. Try and get one weekly.
The big Boxing Day results, and that will be interesting to watch.
It will be.
And that's good, right? We're good?
Yeah, we're good.
Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.